Have you ever felt like a short-order cook, but for your dogs? Well, if that's you, this is exactly what you need to hear. Today, we are going to simplify mealtime for good, especially if you're juggling a puppy and an adult dog in the same house.
So, let's picture it. You've got this little puppy, just a ball of pure energy, right? And then you've got your older, beloved adult dog, who has totally different needs. Mealtime can feel like you're running a restaurant with only 2 customers. It's a super common problem, believe me.
Yeah, you end up with 2 different bags of food. Maybe you're measuring out 2 totally different recipes. You're basically doing double the work. It's exhausting. And let's be honest, it's a bit of a headache. Sound familiar? I thought so.
But what if I told you there's a much simpler, way more effective way to do this? A way that kind of goes against everything we've been taught about feeding dogs. Because the big secret is, you really don't have to make 2 separate meals. Okay, so let's just dive right in and bust a huge myth. For years, the thinking has been that puppies and adult dogs need completely different food, almost like they're 2 different species. But you know what? That's not the whole story. Not even close.
So here's the old way of thinking versus the new science. The old belief? Totally separate recipes. But what we know now is that both puppies and adults actually thrive on the exact same high-quality ingredients. The real key, the game changer, isn't about a different menu, it's just about adjusting the amounts, the proportions. And this one little shift in thinking is going to save you so much time and energy.
So here's the crucial idea. We can build one amazing, high-quality base meal that works for every dog in your house. And it all comes down to focusing on 3 simple, essential pillars of their health.
Pillar number 1, protein. This is the absolute foundation. We're talking about good stuff, like lean beef, chicken, white fish, even something super nutrient-dense like beef heart. These are packed with the amino acids that are critical for a puppy's growth and for keeping your adult dog's muscles strong. And here's a fantastic little tip for you. Grind the meat up for the puppy to make it easier to digest, but leave bigger chunks for the adult to give their teeth a good workout. Simple, right?
All right, pillar number 2, carbs and fiber. And I want you to forget all about those cheap fillers like corn and soy that you see in so many commercial foods. We're talking about functional, low glycemic sources. Things like sweet potatoes, pumpkin, a little bit of quinoa. These give them clean, stable energy that fuels a puppy's crazy zoomies without overloading their little system. And it helps an adult dog stay vibrant and healthy.
And let's talk about a real superstar ingredient for a second. Pumpkin. This stuff is amazing. It's gentle, it's packed with nutrients, and it works as this incredible regulator for their digestive system. That makes it absolutely perfect for a puppy's sensitive, developing tummy, and just as good for an adult dog who might need a little extra help staying regular. It's a win-win.
Okay, so we've built our base, which is already fantastic, but why stop at good when we can make it great? Let's talk about the little extras, the power-ups that turn a solid meal into an absolute powerhouse of nutrition. These are the things that make a huge difference in the long run.
And topping that list is something you probably have in your fridge right now, the humble egg. Seriously, there's a reason it's called one of the most complete foods out there. The protein in it is super easy for their bodies to absorb and use. You can serve it cooked, scrambled, just, hold the salt. And it's a massive boost for their muscles, bones, and their whole immune system.
And there are other awesome boosters too. A little drizzle of salmon oil, great for a puppy's developing brain, and it'll make any dog's coat incredibly shiny. A splash of extra virgin olive oil helps protect their liver and joints. A tiny bit of liver gives them a natural iron boost. Some natural kefir adds healthy probiotics for their gut. And get this, ground up eggshells are a fantastic all-natural source of calcium for strong bones. Okay, this is it. This is the part where it all clicks into place. We've got our amazing base meal, we've got our power-ups. Now let's talk about the art of customizing that one single meal for each of your dogs. And this concept right here is the heart of it all. It's called modulated nutrient density. I know, it sounds super technical and fancy, but it's really just a smart way of saying we use one core recipe, but we just tweak the amounts of everything. It's not about different food. It's all about finding a different balance to meet each dog's specific needs.
This table makes it super clear. Look, a puppy is in a massive growth phase, so their plate needs to be way more packed with energy. That means more protein, more of those good fats. Your adult dog, on the other hand, is in what we call maintenance mode, so they need a little less of the high-energy stuff and a bit more fiber and veggies to stay lean and healthy. See the difference?
So, how does this look in your kitchen? It's this easy.
You make your one base mix, let's say it's ground beef and pumpkin. For your puppy's bowl, you're going to add an extra large scoop of the meat and a good drizzle of that salmon oil for energy. For your adult's bowl, you'll add an extra scoop of the pumpkin and maybe a spoonful of kefir for their digestion. That's it. One prep, two perfectly customized meals.
Okay, before we wrap this up, we have to talk about something that is incredibly important. Think of this as a critical safety announcement, because what you keep out of their bowl is just as important as what you put in. Some things that are perfectly fine for us can be seriously toxic for them, so please listen closely here.
This list is non-negotiable. Onions, garlic, chocolate, grapes, raisins. These are all toxic. Let me say that again. They are toxic to dogs. Same goes for salt, human spices, any kind of sugar or artificial sweeteners. And please, never give a dog a cooked bone. It can splinter and cause horrible internal damage. Stay away from processed stuff like sausages, too. One of the biggest mistakes people make is thinking, oh, just a little bit won't hurt. Trust me, over time, it absolutely can.
And that really brings us to this final, powerful idea. When you take control of what they eat, you're doing so much more than just being a pet owner. You become a guardian of their health. You're not just filling their bowl, you're actively building their vitality with every single meal you make.
So, the power is literally in your hands. You now have the blueprint to make mealtime so much easier and to radically improve the health of your dogs, no matter how old they are. So the only question left is, what choice are you going to make for them today?